Hey guys, so everybody was asking about my nails and it's been quite a topic of conversation. And I get it because no one can get their nails done anywhere in the United States right now and we're all looking a little crazy. So I will give you the 411 on what I'm doing now, and it actually came out of necessity. So JTV was actually very wonderful and was bringing in someone that was doing and is still doing most of the host's nails. But it's only 1 or 2 times a week. It's really scheduled. And after she had done my nails, I had broken a couple of them while I was at home, like literally 3 hours before I was supposed to be on air. So I thought, what am I going to do? And decided I was just going to try to do a little home DIY nail hack. And this video is going to be me showing you how I'm going to try to do my mom's nails for the very first time using drugstore supplies. That's right. She's going to be a drugstore diva. So this is what we're going to use. This is what is here. Different color, I guess you could say. They're French, but they have the white nail bed part on these. So you can get these, you can get any brand you want. There's all kinds of different colors. They're literally like $3 a piece. So have fun, get a lot of different lengths and a lot of different styles and have some fun. Everything I'm using, you can get at your local drugstore, your local big box retailer, or the dollar store, which is where I went and got all mine because it's right up the street. So here's what you need. You need to pick your nails. Then what I did is I actually went right in the same aisle, and this is brush on nail glue. I like it so much better than your typical dopper nail glue, because that you can put on too much, you don't put it in the right spot, it gets runny, it runs off your nails, then you have glue all over. We've all been there, right? So the brush on, I love, more accurate application. Then the other thing that you're gonna need, and I guess you don't need it, but I like it just to be on the safe side, antifungal. So this is so that if you are going to be wearing these for a while, maybe you're in one of those states where you're not going to be able to go get your nails done for a long time, you may want to hold on to this because, I mean, they're drugstore nails. So you don't want moisture to get under there. You don't want, if you're doing the dishes, you're doing yard work, whatever, if moisture gets under there, it's a breeding ground for fungus. We don't want that, especially because you want your nails clean when you go back to get them done at the regular nail place. So this is a good thing to have. Also, I have a couple of different options. Love this nail polish remover. That's just to keep the nails clean. This is actually like a sponge, and you just stick your finger in there and kind of swirl it around. And that's going to be great if you want to try to remove your nails, go to a different color, you break a couple of them, change your mind, whatever. This is going to help kind of loosen or get those really bendy kind of, so that you can remove them easier without damaging your nail. Otherwise, you can use good old-fashioned nail polish remover. Okay. Then of course you might need some Q-tips. Those are always good to have. The most important thing, you need a good nail file. You also will want a little nail Dremel kit. This is good to have even if you get your nails done somewhere professionally, and you can get these for like $6, again, at the drugstore, at the dollar store. That's where I got mine. It comes with all these little attachments, right? There's like there's 5 or 6 of them. These are really the only ones I use. This is a little buffer in case you get something on your nails. Then this one is more that Dremel like they have that they use at the nail salon. I don't necessarily like that one because I can't get all the way in. This is my favorite. So you have the sharp tip, and then it just goes in the end like that. And then you push this in. And then you can file underneath your nails. If you do acrylics or gel or dip nails and you get frustrated by how yucky they appear on the underside of the nails after you've literally had them done like 2 or 3 days, then get one of these for at home. I use this for the drugstore nails because that allows me to remove the numbers that are on the underside of the nails that show you what size they are. Nobody wants to see that on TV. But I have been using this for 4 years, ever since I started at JTV. It's amazing. It's super helpful. And this is the one tip that I use. So grab yourself one of those for about $6. Probably the most important tool you're going to need to be able to do your nails at home is a nail kit. Now, I got this one from Gigi Marco, who's one of our hosts at JTV. She gave all the hosts one a couple years ago for Christmas. It was amazing. And I live for this thing. I use it all the time. Here's why. Oh, look at all of those tools, right? So this is the best one to use if you have to remove your gel nails that you have and you have all that thickness, right? You can shape up your cuticles, you can shape up hangnails, it's amazing. And then I use a lot of these over here that I'll show you to push back the cuticle before I put on the drugstore nails. Then you've got these amazing clippers if you need to clip them down, if you need to get in the corners, right? It's all about the prep. And it's about shaping the nails after the fact. That's the key. That's, I think, what decides whether you can tell if someone's wearing like drugstore nails or if it really looks like they got them done. So I know you can get these sets at the big box stores and the drugstores. I'm not sure you'd be able to get a full set at the dollar store, but I wouldn't doubt it anymore. So grab yourself one of those. That's it. I think we're going to get started. The first thing you need to do is, especially if you're working already without any nails on, you can start to size the nails that you need, okay? So that way you know and you can match them up so that you don't have nails that are too big or too small and they cover the full nail bed. Remember, I am not a professional manicurist. This is my personal DIY hack. So I know some of you probably have suggestions. I'm all for it. Please understand, I literally just started doing this like a week and a half ago. So let's get started. So my mom selected the long French, which is interesting because she's never had white tips before. Can you believe that? Normally she does like red or pink or bright orange. The fun thing about doing them from the drugstore is that if you don't like them, you're out a couple bucks and you can always change them. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna size these out. The best thing to do when you get these is to open them up, and they're all numbered on the underside, and I'm not sure you're gonna necessarily be able to see this. However, if you look in the bottom, right at the tip, there's gonna be a number, and I think it's like 0 through 11 or 1 through 11 or 1 through 12 or something like that. And that distinguishes the size of the nail. So the best thing to do is I go through, and like this one is number 3, then I'm just gonna start laying them all out so I can get the matched sets. Okay, once you have them all sorted by size, then you just have to take them, and it's really just a game of trial and error. Take your fingernail and try to size them up and see which ones are gonna work for which fingers. For example, on my mom's hand, if I started with the pinky, I'm gonna take the smallest nail, we'll start there, and you just wanna see, like, is that gonna work? Is that small enough? You don't want it to be so small that you see part of your nail bed outside of the fake nail. That would defeat the purpose. You also don't want it so big that it's gonna hang over and look too big for the finger. So it looks like probably the 9 works for her pinky. So I'm gonna go through and do each one, and then what I do is I'll just do 9 there, and then I know I'm gonna use a 9 on the other finger, so I'll do a 9 here. Then, so this will be right hand, this will be left hand. Then I'm gonna move to the ring finger, and I'm gonna go to the next size up, and we're gonna size it, and we're gonna go look on both sides, make sure, and it looks like, number 8 is gonna work for her ring finger. So we need 1 there. Make sure I have the other one. 1 there. Then we go to the middle finger. And it's really just kind of like eyeballing it to start out. That one looks pretty good. That one's a 5. So we'll find the other 5. Here we go. Now we'll go to the index finger. See, that one feels too big. That one works. Probably a 6. Is that a 7? I think that one's actually a 7. Let me try this one. Oh yeah, that one works. And her thumb. You have little thumbs. You do. Let me try. I like that one. Let me go up one size. That one might be too big. See, that feels too big, doesn't it? See, it's easier to do if you're doing your own just because you have a feel, but you can always ask. Yep, that's the one. There's the thumb. Okay, now we have all of our nails for all of our fingers, so now we can get rid of these and we can start prepping her hand. So since my mom doesn't have any nails on now, and she actually removed her gel nails or her acrylic nails, and she's had them off for a while, I don't have to remove anything. If I did, I would have used my handy dandy tools and some acetone nail polish remover, because the acetone is really gonna soften up whatever fake nail you already have and give you a nice clean starting point. So what I will typically do is I will take the little cap from the acetone and I'll fill up just a little bit and get a Q-tip so that after I kind of buff her nails, we can put some acetone on them so that they're super duper clean. To me, it's similar to like when you're getting your nails done and they kind of spray the alcohol on it and wipe them clean so that there's no powder or anything on there. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Now, I would love, and next time I'm at the drugstore, I'm probably gonna get one of those square buffers because that will be a little bit easier. Also, you wanna make sure that you would trim her nails or trim your nails so that there's no nail hangover when you're putting the natural or the drugstore nails on yours. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we're just gonna make sure there's no overhang, and then you're just gonna kind of rough them up a little bit is the best way that I can describe it. And then what I'll also do is, in my little kit, there's a little wedge, and the wedge actually looks like this, and it's angled right here. And I actually will use that to push the cuticle back a little bit just to make sure that you have a nice clean spot, and you want to be able to push the nail back all the way so that you don't have any cuticle overlap. So you just kind of come in here and push it back a little bit, and you could probably do that with the nail itself, but I just like to be able to use a tool and just go all the way around. And then we'll move to the next one. And again, she doesn't have, you know, any leftover glue or anything, or any other, you know, dip or polish or anything. So we're really starting with a really pretty clean slate. And then you just push it back. That way you get the most realistic look when you put your nail on, because you're going all the way back to the cuticle. And see, then if you look at these up close, you can see how really clean they are, and you don't have anything that's gonna interrupt the nail getting put on. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up all those, and we'll move on to the next spot.